Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in to another exciting match of the Robin's World Championship. We are in the group stages. I'm joined today on the cast by GKPunk. Punky, say hello to everybody in chat.
Hello, everybody.
Hope everybody's having a good whatever time it is for you. We've got a spin coming in. 30 seconds on Paris. Looks like a 1-3 record from Tenor, but I know it's now 2-3 after the last match. And then a 1-1 for Buff Guy. It's a map I know Nort practices on a lot, so. Got the spin in 5 seconds here if you want to read it out to me. I probably should have sent you the link, but I'll do that now.
Yeah, you can read it.
All right, it's going to be Viktor Novikov with Injected Poison as the security guard, Dalia Margolis with the Saber as the Vampire Magician. Let's see. I'm going to pull T-Nort's audio for this one, so this is his map pick. Hello, hello. Yeah, style spin on Dahlia there. I don't believe there's any sabers anywhere besides the ground floor, so I think I would start auction probably, and then a Medicare, but
Yeah, Nort's thinking about it.
the
Covering up tech start right now.
the positive thing with starting auction here is that after you isolate Dahlia, because of course you're gonna have to come back for her, you can go around the attic and then do the normal seeker strat for Victor. So that gives you a pretty free kill there, and no fireworks either. So we got Paris and then Berlin and a third map, which is an undisclosed random map. After that, one of the 16 other maps.
So Nort actually stayed tech crew, and Buff started auction. And made Dahlia sick right away.
And
He might be going for that strat.
T-Nort's not looking to lure Dahlia down because it would be a massive pain to get back over here in the Vampire Magician disguise. It has, I think, the exact same trespassing properties as the suit. So, in order to get down here, you would either have to go around the entire map or walk through the auction area in a trespassing disguise.
Yeah, a pretty quick kill for T-Nort here. He's kind of done the same thing he did with Mr. Mike. Early isolation on Victor by going for him first.
Yeah, Victor's definitely the easier half of the spin. I can see several different strats getting him in under a minute. So now we got to see what the approach is going to end up being for Dahlia. And he's got her with the fireworks, which means there's a chance that she'll bug out and get stuck up there. T-Nort? Okay, this is interesting. I've never seen somebody grab a guard disguise like this.
Be useful. He's gonna go down there and grab the saber.
Yeah, and then he'll have a non-trespassing way up to the area with Dahlia, and he can isolate her and just get the free disguise for it.
Nice. Plays that one very smart. Waits behind the boxes for the compromise. That happens a lot.
Yeah, no instant extended action there. And that's the Saber. Meanwhile, Buff Guy has been doing a bit of setup. He's about 2.5 minutes in. Gets to experience the magic of the worst non-civilian disguise on the map.
But two enforcers right at the checkpoint.
Yeah, and there's enforcers on the other set of stairs as well. So North's got this guy down, and Dahlia's in the middle of the auction right now, which means that'll be an easy emetic. And looks like Buff had a rip to that same stylus that's by the saber. So North's going to opt to get the disguise first, and then, I mean, after he gets this kill, switch back and I would guess helicopter exit.
Yeah, that's likely. He has an extra guard that was in the room, so you can just switch out to that. I don't really see Buff coming back from this because Nort's been pretty clean on Paris,
Unless T North
except for that.
forgets that there's like 3 guards over here to find him.
Uh,
But yeah, just no
that
risky Dahlia isolation and I'll be fine.
I saw he has a gold brick. I mean, I feel like if he had the emetic mine, it would have been better. Oh, she's coming in. That's a part of her cycle, so it just actually doesn't even matter.
Yeah, she'll talk with Sophis, and she does the thing where she's like, "Isn't there supposed to be another guard in here?" Which I thought was kind of cool because I don't think there's any other NPC that does anything like that in the game.
Yeah,
It,
I think that's part of the making process because they spent the most time on this map. It's the little things.
yeah, it's like my entire security detail went missing, and I'm just gonna chill here by myself for a while. It's sort of the attitude most NPCs have. I guess that works.
Gets the kill on Dahlia.
Rest in peace, Office. Worst NPC in 2016.
Buff with another restart. He's yeah, it's it's not happening.
I
He
mean,
has to look forward to Berlin.
I'll. The only thing that Nort could rip to at this point is the guard in front of the helicopter. He's an enforcer, but I think other than that, he might even go for the basement exit.
He's going for basement. Has to be.
I mean, he just straight up can't rip anymore. So just don't shoot anybody in the head, and we moving on to Paris sub 530, or moving on from Paris.
Yeah, that's a good run from Nord. I think the earlier Paris kind of helped him with the
Yeah,
warm up for this one.
especially for a Dahlia kill that can look pretty complicated when you get your first glance at the spin. But yeah, that'll be a 2-0 lead for Nort here. And interested to see what he's got going on in Berlin, because I don't think I've seen T-Nort play Berlin before, but I might be wrong.
Let's see, T Nord. He says he picked it twice. Let's see, what is it here?
He did.
He played it
I think that
four
was.
times with 100% win rate.
I think some of that might be RR4, because we were forced to pick everything.
Let's see, RR5.
Ay, ay, ay. My computer's yelling at me. I should probably set a time for the players here. Kind of forgot about that.
Yeah, the only Berlin T Nord played outside of Roulette Rivals 4 was in Roulette Rivals 6 against Joe, and he won that, so he still has a
And
100% win rate.
I've done a good bit of, I guess you could call it coaching. I don't know, helping Joe with some stuff on Berlin. So I'd say that's a pretty good indication that he knows what he's doing. Let's say it's already been a few minutes. Let's say 12. And unfortunately, Tweenort hasn't screamed at anybody yet, but I'm going to switch audio for Buff's map pick as he keeps going on this Paris spin. We've got two 100% win rates on Berlin here. I know it's the map that Buff Guy plays the most, so I'm not too surprised to see it here. And I know that he at least doesn't use the roll fluor, so I'll have something to commentate on in this match.
Yeah, there's nothing to commentate on roll floor, really.
Hey, Meme Junkie, if you're in chat, you want to tell me why you scheduled the same match twice? Your match with Derek, it was posted in the matchups channel twice. I don't know what happened with that, but the sample size is, I thought it was RR1 through 6, but it might have just been since the last World Championship. I don't know. I know it doesn't include, community stuff, but that's a different data set than what we need to worry about. Also, ties are not accounted for, but it would be kind of hard to factor that into the win percentage. But spins here, if you want to read it out, Punk.
Right, so speaking of Rolf, the first kill is with the loud shotgun as Rolf, Fiberwire as the dealer, Drowning as club security, Electrocution as biker, and Suits with the Fire Axe for the final kill.
I kind of like this spin. I mean, dealer sucks. It always sucks, but there's 11 disguises on the map. There's a pretty high chance you're going to get dealer or Florida man at the very least. But other than that, right where you spawn in suit at the Ravon, you're pretty close to the Fire Axe. Electrocution biker, there's several ways you can do that pretty easily. And drowning club security, again, there's several NPCs that will go to a toilet on the ground level, no matter where they are. Loud shotgun Rolf, of course, if somebody wanted to do the Rolf strat, there's a shotgun in his office. So I would expect both players to pick that up rather than bringing one in.
Yeah, also a couple of bikers actually have the concealable shotgun, which is pretty handy for something like this.
They do indeed, and T-Nort actually gets that. I usually try to throw it behind him, but as you saw there, there's a little portion at the top of the stairs where you're not trespassing in any disguise for some reason.
Yeah,
So even if he was still getting seen there, he'd be fine. And I would have guessed that he would grab the fire axe kill here, but he does not have the fire axe yet. There is also one at the bottom of those stairs that are right in front of him, as well as the one that's by the coat check. And buff guy is going straight for it. He goes for Thames immediately from radio tower start. My worst enemy on Berlin. It's kind of weird because I almost always am in Ravon suit on this map, so you kind of forget that other suits exist. But he gets a Seeker on Lowenthal, who's going to go into the little bathroom. There's a sink in there. You can grab his disguise and electrocute him. Meanwhile, T-Nort's going down. There's his fire axe, most likely. And he'll bring that
Then I head
back up.
straight back up.
And looks like buff guy is looking to take these two out. It's not necessary, but he does need that club security disguise, and those are usually the NPCs that I go for if I need one over here. And so he actually might be doing the drowning kill here, which sort of makes sense because it's always going to be easier to do electrocution than drowning. Well, sort of. There's no...
Oh, he forgot to wanted to do drowning. He just knocked him out. I mean, he could still
Yeah,
just
he
make
could
that
still
work
do
and just
drowning.
use the electrocution on that.
And he also has 2 darts left, so he could Seeker somebody else.
Yeah, he could have gone for Swan there.
Swan, yeah, is what I'm thinking. He should be, I think he was about 2 minutes in, so that would have been right around when he was walking past the bar. But yeah, that was just him not liking that situation, not that he'd ripped or anything. T-Nort's moving in on Lowenthal. Oh, I forgot to mark that kill. Got too many buttons on my screen. T-Nort might be looking to Seeker Lowenthal as well.
He just secret him. He's definitely gonna try. I want to say the drown kill, but then
just please wait until the doors close before you shoot that camera, or else you will panic him. This guard's going to sort of be looking at T-Nort here, but not exactly. He has a window.
both guy doing the same thing this time.
I'm thinking T-Nort's going to want that drowning kill as well.
Got some.
Oh my! Who did he peekaboo there? Wow, that is a really bad cycle. That guard would have been looking away from him in another second. So that's second kill then for T-Nort, drowning as club security. And he's got his free biker disguise. Well, 2 free biker disguises. He's got a micro taser in the inventory, so that gives him even more options for the electrocution. And buff guy's going to isolate Davenport. He, from what I've seen, he always enforces that sound, and nobody's going to come here unless you have a body laying around that needs to be dragged over.
T-Nord waiting for the camera to swing the other way.
His timing...
For Rolf right now?
His timing's somewhat good. Once he gets the Rolf disguise, he'll be able to come right back up and get behind Montgomery, but the shotgun kill is not going to be too great to do on those stairs. Even if you go directly between the 2 floors, you can still get heard. So may want to end up dragging him all the way down here. It's the drowning for buff as well.
He's dragging the club securities to T North. I wonder if he's gonna go for Chamberlain for the shotgun kill.
Yeah, I think it would be fairly good timing for the fiber wire kill if he's able to get there soon enough. If he's really worried about it, he can seeker somebody, and then that'll give him an extra minute to get the disguise.
Comes Montgomery as well, just the bottom of the stairs.
You're going to want to get behind him, and then that'll be a free isolation when his guard's gone. Hendrik. Montgomery's going to find that the security crew is gone and the cameras have been shot and will not care at all. He's actually going to try a throne distraction.
Isn't that how all the head security act?
Yeah, clearly they need to hire a head of security like Dahlia Margolis to keep track of their team. Montgomery's getting bullied here by T-Nord. I'm not sure if he knows, but this guy will stay out here. I think probably forever. But
Yeah, buff guy got the kill on Swan with the electrocution.
and there he gets
And
the
gets a
fire
kill.
axe.
Nice. 2 quick kills. Makes his kill count to number 3 now.
Yeah,
Tino's got a long lure for Montgomery.
There's a mini mission story interaction where him and Chamberlain meet in this room, so that's why the guard's set to wait outside. And he's going to follow him in now because I think he got far enough away, so he's going to need to put that gun away and knock him out.
Yeah. This.
Oh, don't.
Did
okay.
a bump.
See his body right there on the other side of that wall. He's fine now. I'm sort of worried about him in this fiber wire kill, though, because Chamberlain's about to leave, so unless he seekers him, it's going to be another 3.5 minutes before he comes back.
Buff is shadowing Montgomery and his guard as well as he's heading down the stairs. Tranks the guard.
And this will be, I guess it's going to have to be his loud shotgun kill now. Unless he just wanted to get him out of the way, but...
Yeah, that makes sense, because loud shotgun's going to draw some attention, and having that body that you don't have to worry about.
He's going to drag...
Although he could have just hidden it here.
He can dump it here, I suppose. I was thinking he was going to drag it into the soundproof bathroom, but... You know, this is like 30 seconds time save or something like that, and you should be able to get out of there just fine.
Tries Montgomery, and did somebody just see that body? He's dragging it.
I don't think so, but he still has Chamberlain up, right? I think that's what he's worried about. Or maybe he's just going to go out that door. I don't know. But that's 3 kills even. Same 3, in fact. Buff guy's got the emetic strat.
Davenport's body just got found for Buff.
Yeah, remember when I said earlier that the only time anybody would go in there is if they have to drag a body, and that's his electrocution. That's his electrocution. That's not the only spot they can take him either, so that's kind of RNG, but also... And he knows, too. He knows what it was.
Yeah, that's a big lead for Nort now at this point. Previous restart was just 2 minutes.
I think he just had Davenport KO'd there, so he had 2 KO'd bodies. I should clear Buff's conditions. He had 2 KO'd bodies, but he could only use 1 of them. So that's just sort of the typical roulette I don't have time to figure out the entire route for my 10-minute spin ahead of time, so I'm gonna work on it as I go. And T-Nort's looking at Chamberlain. Oh, here come the
Yeah.
bikers. He left Montgomery. He left Rolf's room occupied when he took the disguise, so they're going to go up to the biker rooftop. I don't believe he has anything for them to find, but I could be wrong. No, he didn't KO Montgomery on the stairs. Montgomery's down here, so that's fine. I'm not too sure. I guess he's going to do Chamberlain for this loud shotgun kill, which means he'll have to pick up a target upstairs for the fiber wire.
Yeah, I was looking up. I imagine he might go for green or something. Green is pretty like, unless wait, didn't he knock out green in the beginning?
I think so, because Buff Guy was the one that was going for Thames first, Thames, and I think T-Norm was the one that started with the roof because he got the fire axe kill up there.
Yeah, so Nord's gonna kill Chamberlain with the shotgun. Let's see who he goes for the dealer kill.
Is he gonna drag him? Please don't drag him into Rolf's
Oh
office.
no, there's that tech crew that just
Oh
walked
my
back and
goodness.
forth. You
T-Nort,
don't think about
why?
them, but that could have been catastrophic.
There was a
If one of those guys
soundproof
just
room right behind him, and
he's gonna go for the other one.
there were 2 boxes to put him in that didn't require this.
That would have been 11 minutes gone.
I would have
Just
died.
like
I
that.
would have died inside. But T-Nort's got his own client installed, so he's able to get this shotgun kill. Poetic justice with that shotgun in the office. And now he just needs the dealer kill. And there's drowning again for Buff Guy. He's grabbing a DJ, which is going to let him get past the enforcer, I guess, but he could also go the back way.
Buff guy waiting for his electrocution kill on Swan as he did before.
I don't
Just
remember.
drop the tape, run away.
I don't remember what puddle he used, but there's several. Actually, you can throw one over by where he is, and he'll go walk into a puddle for you. Oh, looks like T-Nort's going to do the role play meeting for the dealer, so that's why he wanted this disguise, so he could get through this door. Buff guy's having concerns with the RNG guy that's sitting down right now because he can step in that puddle. He's gonna walk away, and then Swan's gonna walk right through there. So that should be fine.
And Nort knocks out the dealer successfully.
I'm waiting for it. Oh, I think he might actually only walk through that puddle when he comes back. I don't remember. That is not my puddle of choice, but there's like 20 of them, so.
Which one's only killed 47?
There
There
we
we go,
go.
Swan.
T-Nor's got his dealer. He's going to run upstairs for, who knows? There's Banner still up, I can see. There's obviously both the upper floor bikers. Let's see who that is, right? Is that Davenport, I think?
That's Davenport.
And Buff Guy gets the fire axe kill. So he's catching up here, but T-Nort just has to
Or
play this.
even has Swan up still, so I don't know. Maybe he can go for that.
Uh, I looked at his clock and then I realized I have no idea where anybody is at 14 and a half minutes.
Nord shoots through the gap and gets bullet impact on the delivery guy.
Okay, so I think he's going to wait until Davenport walks past as he comes back. You know where people are at certain times. I know where they are for some amount of time. I haven't memorized, like, ad infinitum because there's too many things to remember at that point.
Misses the toss. He also tossed it too far into the room where nobody even heard it.
And I think that's lost at this point. And he could poison Davenport's drink, or he could go for another. Oh my goodness! Or he could go for another target. Buff guy's
Swan
gonna.
came in for that that bullet impact. He could, if he wants, he can make that work. He's walking away though. He has to deal with that club security.
Yeah, clearly, clearly he meant to panic the delivery guy there. But I think he can
Oh,
get.
and he gets
He
Swan.
can get Swan here. Nice. I maybe need to refresh
Yeah,
my
I was gonna
streams.
say. I go for another secondary lure because you don't want him over there just by the edge.
Or could let a target see him and enforcer lure him. Yeah. For any other kill, maybe, but for a live kill, I would not be going for that. At
Smart
GR,
play by Nort.
I mean, it's not the end of the world if you GRB, but like, I just don't want to mess with that. And he's got his keys for an exit, and here comes Swan. So just don't. There you go. And when he
Give up
turns
the right
around,
turn.
there we go.
Yeah, Nort's done with all his kills. It's looking
Gonna,
good for him.
he's gonna dump him even or not. And there's the exit.
He's almost 17 minutes on the dot.
But that was a. I guess it had to have been a first try at that point. So I'll mark that objective completed otherwise. People will have my throat. But yeah, that's going to be a 4-0 lead for T-Nort as we go into our third map. I wonder what it will be. Oh, look, it's the same map that's played in every other match. We're going to Marrakesh.
I was gonna say I think that's at least the third Marrakesh that I've seen as a or I guess third map.
Never before seen.
This
SF can go in hole and die. True. I have to agree with you on that one. All right, let me figure out a time here. Okay, let's do 36. And spin looks good. So I will send that. Yeah, that's the right time. There we go. And what are the stats telling me here? Well, Buff Guy is never played Marrakesh and Roulette Rebels, I suppose, so bit of a difference there. But considering that every other third map has been Marrakesh, I would hope that he's gotten the practice in there. What are the? I think Reza drowning is the only new thing in Marrakesh. Drowning Reza is still banned. Okay, I guess I was thinking of Ken drowning because they're kind of the same thing. But so I think that means the Marrakesh is the same as it was in RR6 in terms of what kind of shenanigans you can get. But I think other than like Klaus consumed poison or drowning Klaus, Klaus is pretty much always going to be the same. And then Reza, you get the intercom for, so. My thinking is just that, like, Ken, you have to secret another NPC first, and then he walks, like, across the entire map and goes to a trespassing area. Reza does the same thing. Have to secret somebody else first. And also, half the time, depending on how you do it, he will go to the Shisha Cafe, which is non-trespassing.
Not nervous. I got stoned, and neither one of those things are good for my performance. So you know what? It's cool.
I do think that Reza Electrocution should definitely stay banned, though, because if he goes to the consulate, then you just lose because the syncs don't work. But here's the spin. It's going to be Reza injected poison as the masseur and Klaus Fiberwire local printing crew. I must admit, the first second I saw this spin, I said, why is masseur in this spin? That's a Haven disguise. And then I realized that I'm an idiot. But yeah, you're going to have a bit of back and forth with this spin. The disguises being on opposite sides of the map. 2 live kills indeed. So buff starting default. I think T-Nort's going to do the same because that allows you to get Klaus first cycle. You can get the printing crew straight away. So yeah, I would tend to agree that this is kind of a linear spin. I don't think you have too many options on what you can do differently. Oh wow, instant
Buff
combat.
gets
Instant
shot.
combat too. I saw the suspicion bar and I saw the exclamation point, but I wasn't expecting him to get blasted immediately. Thought they would just panic. So Buff started to spin about a minute faster, but now they're at the same pace and 30-second PlayStation loading time. So
Buff is winning by 30 seconds if this goes to photo finish.
exactly. That's how you got to play against a console opponent. Just restart 100 times.
Yeah.
The photo
For
finish will
PC,
be
yeah, you gotta just restart 100 times if they do it once.
the photo finish will be so absurd to calculate that they'll just give up and give you the win.
Also, next morning announcement: admin has left the admin team.
I would not be surprised. And we are watching the exact same timing here for both players. And Buff's going to go for it again. And I guess he's good as long as he's behind that one part of the well. He's got cover in this box. And T-Nort's doing this how I normally do it. I don't normally trank her, but the crew will walk past here. A buff guy, unfortunately, with the ugly printing crew disguise, not the cool one that's in the picture. So that's a rip.
Yeah, if it were up to Chris, that would be a legal disguise.
That's what I had to say that on Miami too earlier with the food
Oh,
vendor
nice.
disguises.
Tinor has the gun glitch.
Nice.
Nice.
It usually lasts like 15 to 20 seconds, so yeah, it comes back eventually.
Hit reload too quickly.
And T-Nort's behind by a pretty good amount, especially with that. I don't know that he's going to be able to make Klaus here, but he does have the right disguise, so he's basically winning.
This is it's gonna be. He's gonna make real time underneath the garage area.
Buff guy just blew up his consulate exit. Unfortunate. Now he can't get out of the level. And Buff guy's definitely got this, but T-Nort's with the trespassing disguise, like a little over 20 seconds behind where he needs to be able to get Klaus. So he's going to have to do a 4-minute isolation for that. As Buff guy almost gets spotted grabbing his smuggle, which has happened to me before. When does gun glitch happen again? I had it in one of the mini comps. I had it very consistently pulling out a sniper when I already had an item equipped, but that didn't have
Gun
anything to do
glitch
with
happens. Gun
reloads.
glitch happens when you have, for the pistols or the handguns at least, is when you need to reload or have the reload ability to reload, and you pull it on a smash reload before you 47 properly holds it. The game gets confused in the animation where he's supposed to be like, the pistol sits in his hand properly, and then the reload. So
Yeah,
that's
I
what
think
happens.
in conclusion, game bad.
Exactly.
But Puff gets the Klaus kill after some struggling, but he's going to go for the Masseur now, which has been a final boss for many people on Marrakesh, with the guard turning around and the roaming NPC that's fixing his chair. Not as bad as if you accidentally hit reload and change disguise at the same time. Yes, that crashes your game instantly.
Yeah, that just crashes your game. The chair guy? The chair? I don't think that's the chair. And anyways, it's kind of interesting how people have trouble with the Masseur, especially with tranks and stuff existing now.
The obligatory Swedish guy that's fixing his chair. His IKEA chair outside of the masseur's room. He walks in sometimes. And Buff, I'm interested in Buff's play here because he's going to be able to get into the school, but he's not going to be able to isolate Reza. So my concern here is that he is going to do the wrong kill, because otherwise I don't see any line of reasoning for doing this.
Oh, fuck! What am I doing?
There he goes.
Buffs just realized he's got the wrong.
Yeah, as we can all hear in his audio.
Nice. And Tinor's having I imagine he said some colorful things at this point to Klaus.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be harmful for our viewers to have both of their audio playing at once. So
yeah, that's a wise choice.
Klaus obviously doesn't care about the dude wearing the.
But he cares about the janitors. He knows all of them.
He doesn't care about the dude wearing a painter's uniform or whatever, but best friends with all the janitors for life. He actually gets the dump here, I guess, before he's spotted. But with Buff having to come back for this disguise, they're kind of on the same playing field now. And he's got,
they were on the same in-game time too. It's like the same with Mr. Mike's match where they were like 1 second apart.
I hear an echo on Buff's audio. I don't know. I don't know what would be causing that. But I only have one audio source right now.
There goes the roamer in for T-Nort.
And both
Gonna
guys
have to
go. Sorry.
wait. Yeah, he has to wait. He's got no trank. Whoa, what just happened?
There goes the stream.
Hopefully no game crash. Oh, well, it might have been a game crash.
I'm gonna send him a
That's
message
horrible.
anyways. But yeah, that's gonna be a setback. I trust that T-Nort will not be abusing any glitches. He's acknowledged the message. I assume that he will not be abusing any glitches, but if he kills somebody, I can't count it unless I can see it. So Buff's got another trank. There we go. And that'll get him through here. Nice. You got an ad for T-Nort. Great. Love to see it. I can't really skip it, so try not to kill anybody in the next 20 seconds.
He's gonna be loading the map for like 30 seconds anyway, so good here. And looks like Buff's gonna be getting his kill soon, so I don't think Nort can make it back in time.
Buff needs to not punch Reza in the face.
That can't happen with this, like, the uneven ground on the school. I never know one of them is counted as stairs or something.
I'm always worried about those tiny little bricks, because there's stuff like that on other maps that will cause the stair KO, but I've never had it in this bathroom, so I don't know if it's different. But I am always worried about it when I do live kills. Buff predicting that Reza is in fact going to be punched in the face because the world's greatest assassin doesn't know how to use a needle. And Nort did indeed crash, so he's starting back from square one, which is, unless Buff rips here, pretty much calling the map for him, which is pretty unfortunate, but nothing you can do about it.
Otherwise, they would have been pretty even at this point. Alright, Buff gets the poison.
There we go. All he needs to do is not get ripped by this roaming guard and not do anything crazy for these car keys. Do some suit-only strats, yeah. I guess that applies here, but the guard's looking right at him, and I think he might have just peekabooed him. Nope. I always, unless I have a, oh my god.
That was a hostile area one. I think it's because he vaulted in, it wasn't as effective. It's just normal peekaboo.
Unless I have a trank, every time I try to do something like this, it ends up being a lot slower than if I'd just gone default exit, so I don't even bother anymore.
Yeah. T-Nor's just blending in into the vending machine. Well, I think that was unintentional. He wanted to pick up the coins.
No, he's clearly BMing Buff Guy here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Buff Guy is gone.
And there's the exit.
Unfortunate loss.
Show me the green guns. I think that it definitely could have been photo territory had T-Nort been able to get that disguise, because Buff lost some time there to those keys, but that crash kind of ended it for him. Buff surprised he won, I guess. But yeah, GG's. That's going to be a 4-2 win for T-Nort. With Buff taking the last map. Yeah, some very good plays. Lots of first tries we saw across all three maps. And it was a good show, but let's see. We're going to check out the group standings here. It's either quiet or Chris is muted. I don't think I should be muted.
I can hear you.
And my mic's still working. Dead air. Gordini moment. Oh, now you can hear me? Okay, I'll take it. So, yeah, Buff Guy's still leading his group, Group F, even with taking technically a loss there. His record is 1-2-0, 33% win percentage, but he is leading right now. Behind him is T-Nort with 2 wins. He's gotten 8 points across 2 matches. Then Eli and Mike close behind. A lot of matches still left to be played. Red Fox has yet to play a match, and a lot of others with just 1 so far. So that will change in the future. Let's check out upcoming matches. Wait for that to populate. So let's see. These are Central European times, so that's 5 hours from now, I think. Gordy versus Buff Guy. On Berlin and Chongqing, no caster yet, but maybe we'll shove Meme on that one, because that's kind of his time slot. And then after that, 3 hours, we've got Alex and Tinega, Haven and Mumbai. 16, we've got Chrome and Tinega. I will be casting that one. On Mendoza, Mumbai, Alex and Oh Shit Man on Sapienza in Paris, and Papier Frese and Dom Chiku on Santa Fortuna and Sapienza. So I think there's something like another dozen matches tomorrow. We've got plenty of good roulette to check out in the upcoming days. But great match as always. Thank you to Punky for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks, of course, to Chat for joining me as well at such an hour. And I'm going to see if I can find somebody to raid. If Twitch would like to load. Let's see. Who is online? I mean, Buff is online, but I don't know that he'll stay online. And T-Nord as well. I guess there's somewhat of a chance that Buff is still on because he's got a match in a few hours, but yeah, it's also 5 a.m. his time right now, so. I think I will just raid a Spectacore. He's doing some runs right now. I'm not sure if he's doing Pro or Master, but he's doing some full game stuff, so I will send you guys over there. And hopefully you like what you see. Thanks again for joining me. Thanks for Punk on the cast, and talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, we are out.